Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today at Juanette's Crafting Corner. In this short little video, I'm going to do an unboxing and to use something that this company sent me, IEEBEE. This company contacted me um, a few weeks ago and asked me if I would like a couple of things sent to me complimentary, and would I do an unboxing and use them and kind of review their product. So I agreed to it. When you get to a certain level, I think, with your channel, um, these offers seem to come through a lot more frequently. And it's interesting. I get everything from um, companies asking me to review, I mean, lawn chairs, lawn furniture, hammers, things that are not craft related. And I'm like, Uh, no, I'm going to pass on that. But if it is craft related, then I definitely thought yes. So IEEBEE. So this is what they sent me as a complimentary thing to review. So they talk about their story. And then there is a directory. This is called a washi tape inspiration book, which is kind of fun. Giving you ideas for washi tapes. Oh, isn't that fun to go around your cords, or a case for a phone. Let me kind of go backwards because I skipped some of those. That was something different. We all use washi tape in our crafting pages and stuff, but I hadn't seen it before for that. That looks like lipsticks or perfumes, matches. If you wanted to decorate something up to give to someone, here's it. It's on glass. These are some fun ideas. Bookmarks, tags there, picture frames. This is a fun idea. Greeting cards. So anyway, this is a cute little book. And then they sent this. Let's see. I love the envelope. We're definitely, us, we're going to recycle these envelopes. And they gave me a choice of two things that I wanted. And so I picked the flower travel pet tape. That looks like Paris there. Now, these are going to be perfect in my upcoming journal that I'm going to do that is going to be French related. Those are all Paris. Let's see, where is that? You know what? I don't know exactly where that is. Again, that's France. That's the Arc de Triomphe. Is that Notre Dame there? Maybe all of these are French. See, and I don't know where that is. That could be France. Again, that's French. So maybe all of these are French. That's a little corner. Let me pull these off to the side so you guys can actually see them. A little corner cafe there. Again, France. So it looks like there's two of each sticker. So all of these are French. So those ones that I wasn't sure where the location is. Have to be somewhere in France because the rest of them are all French. Anyway, fun stickers there, and I will use those in like I said, my upcoming French journal. Let me just put them back in this. It's a vellum envelope, and I will definitely recycle that. I can pull that off or put another circle thing over that to use that. Well, let's see what this is. And then this is a set of washi tape, gold vintage washi tape. Let's take a look at all of these designs and see what we have. You guys recently saw my still life project where I did the washi tape drawers. So now I have more washi tape to put in drawers. Am I going to be able to get this out of here? Oh, yep. All righty. Oh, wow. And I love me some gold. That's for sure. Okay, this is fun. Love this. I can tell already that this is going to be a favorite. Because I love gold. That's pretty. The blue and the gold. There we have some gold on the outside with blue on the inside. This is black and gold. That looks like some tiles there. Now it did, and it doesn't matter, it got bent somehow. I'm sure in transportation. There's some thinner ones. And then this nice thick one. I do like that. I think these are exactly the same, right? No, because that one I don't remember seeing that. So it looks like there's a different set here. Let's see if these are the same. No, they're a little bit different. That one's different than that one. Again, some tiles, but these tiles were the thinner one than here. We have that. This has some burgundy color there. I love this thicker one. Yeah, this is nice. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull together some things to actually use these washies and these stickers with, and I'll be back with you guys. So what I've done is I have printed a background. This is from Joey Cardmaker, his Jardin Royale kit, and it's the fleur-de-lis in the background. One thing I thought I would do is trace this envelope, this vellum envelope, because I love the envelope. So what I'm going to do is trace it and then run it through my scanner and scan it so that I'll have this envelope all the time. So let's do that. Now in the description box is a link to this site where you could order some of these things, and they'll give you a 10% discount if you go through my link. So I'm going to put that washi tape there and washi tape there and just trace around it. And we'll have ourselves a nice little envelope here. So I went to the gym this morning, and look at my nails, you guys. I got a proper manicure. So I went to the gym, and I walked on the treadmill for a half an hour. And then I can't remember if I told you, but I had met with personal trainer. I've also signed up for 4 months to have a personal trainer because some of the equipment in the gym, I don't know how to use it and I don't want to injure myself. So I thought, well, I better have somebody who knows this stuff help me out. So when I had met with him, does that go like that? I think it does. He had me do some stretching, and I tell you, because I have not had or done much physical activity since I retired a year ago, I was so sore yesterday from just those few stretches he had me do that I could barely walk. And thank goodness I already had a massage scheduled. So today, like I said, I went on the treadmill and I walked on it for an hour. And then I climbed like a stairmaster. I did a stairmaster just to kind of get those thigh muscles moving a little bit because that's where I was the most sore. So my thighs, literally, I was walking like an old woman. Well, I am an old woman. That cracked me up. So anyway, I was walking like an old woman around the house last night, and I actually had to take some Tylenol and Motrin to try to relieve some of that pain. So, okay, let's cut that out. Yeah, so I did that, and then once I was done with the gym, I thought, well, let's get my nails done. Because the thing of it is, it's my cuticles that are so bad, I think. And the gal did a wonderful job. So I was only going to get a manicure done, not gel, not anything, what are those gel tips or whatever. I just wanted a plain old manicure. She did such a great job, I felt, getting rid of all the cuticles. She spent a long time on my nails that I said, well, do you actually have time for me to get a pedicure? She said, yes. So I treated myself and I got a pedicure also. And so I did that, manicure, then pedicure. And then in that little shopping mall area, there is a Mexican food restaurant. And I knew I had to do these videos. And I thought, well, I'm not going to probably make dinner or feel like making dinner. So I went in there and I got food for Pascal and I for tonight. So I don't have to cook dinner. And then because I hadn't had anything to eat yet, I had gotten myself some tacos and I ate them there while I was at the little restaurant picking them up. And so when I got home, I was so tired that I laid down for a nap. So I haven't done much today. Now to make these really nice and these corners really nice and round. I'm going to take my corner rounder. Well, you know what? I suppose I can take an eraser and erase those lines. That doesn't even go in there. Why is that? Huh. I'm going to have to use up plain old scissors for that. That didn't go around there. Yeah. So anyway, so I got Pascal and I dinner, and I laid down and took a nap. And oh, so my poor little sweet Fiona. So I have always taken her with me to take Pascal to work. She gets to go bye-bye in the car. But because I'm going to the gym now, she doesn't get to go with me. So bless her heart, she has to stay home. This is going to be a nice little envelope. And then what I'm going to do is, like I said, scan it into my computer. So I have this template with already this paper design. And boy, I'll be able to do so many things with this, because this is a really nice neutral design on it. It's the fleur de lis. So I wrote Joey Cardmaker. I wrote him a really nice, I gave him 5 stars, of course, for that Jardin Royale kit. But I did say, and I didn't mean it to be any kind of negative, because it's a fantastic kit. But the ladies in the kit were so beautiful that I wanted more ladies in the kit. But because Etsy doesn't allow a lot of, to upload a lot of digital images in your Etsy store, they're limited in the amount of megabytes. He said that he couldn't put more. I'm going to just show you a picture of the ladies that I was talking about. That I'm getting sidetracked here. But yeah, look at these ladies here. Aren't those pretty? So I wish there were more of those ladies in the kit, but yeah. Okay, I'm going to put the camera on hold. I'm going to go ahead and scan this before I decorate it. I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so that's in my scanner. So I have a really nice image of an envelope ready for other uses. So I'm going to ink around the edges here ever so slightly. I just recently had to get a new vintage photo ink pad, because what I did is I had the oxide and the distress ink one, and I re-inked the wrong one with the wrong ink. And so I thought, well, I'll just get a new one. So I have a new one of that. So we're going to do both sides. So yeah, my poor sweet little Miss Fiona can't go bye-bye in the car when I go to take Pascal to work anymore. She can go with me when I go to pick him up. So she doesn't miss out on that. So dogs, they love to go in the car, don't they? They're so funny and cute how that is. Okay, so that folds in like that. That's the front. And I have this piece of paper that's written in French, but I also have some book page, and I thought I might use some of this. Now, this is too long, so let's just use this one piece here. And then we'll trim it down. Okay. And then I thought I might also take a piece of the regular book page and put it behind there. But let's go ahead and glue this down. So it's actually an envelope. Oh, and I was telling the gal that was doing my nails, I said, the bad thing is my nails, they don't last long because I use the Beacon's 3-in-1 glue, which has acetone in it. And if you get acetone on your nails with the glue, of course, it pulls off the nail polish. So like right there, I got it a little bit too vigorous. Let's see, I just have a little dry paper towel over here. Try to get that off so I don't get it on my nails. Okay. How'd that happen? I didn't put any, oh, what's that from? I didn't put any glue in there. Huh. Isn't that interesting how that stuck? I wonder what that's from. You press it down and see if it sticks again. No? No? It feels like there's something there that was on the paper. Huh. Wonder what that was. So anyway, okay. So then let's do just ever so slightly inking around these edges too. And I'm going to pull in a book page. And I thought, let's put this down here. Let's do a little bit of inking around it too. I wonder what I should put my Google Translate on and see what that means. I'm not sure even what that means. At least with glue stick, it doesn't pull up my nail polish. And you know what I was going to do is also put some book page, but I might put the book page. I was thinking about putting one of these stickers as a focal point here on the corner. Let's see which one might look good. That's pretty. I like the cafe one. I don't want it to be too big. I think this cafe one, let's just use this. Now you guys saw me. I'm going to try real quick to see if it comes apart easily, but if it doesn't, I'm going to show you my trick. No, it's not coming apart easily. I showed you this in a quick tip Thursday. If you just take a small couple of pieces of Scotch tape, when you have this kind of a pet tape like this, that's difficult to pull apart. If you take 2 pieces of Scotch tape next to each other, and then just, it pulls it right off very easily. And then I just put this off to the side, this Scotch tape that I've used, and use it for another project. another area to pull it off. Okay. So I don't want to cover up the words too much, but I think that'll be okay like that. Now, isn't that a fun idea? Isn't that a fun envelope? Let's see, do I want any book page? I don't know if I need any. I could put some down in there, in this corner, just to decorate that up a little bit. And I've got these other words. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of book page down here. Yeah, that's okay there. And then the other thing I was thinking about doing is some kind of a way to catch the envelope, you know, flaps so that it stays down. But the main thing is, so I'm going to put a circle there to catch that. I know I've got some already cut out. Keep a little stack of them over here. Behind me, things that I've already punched out. Let's see. I love that. I love that. That's good colors. The pink and the, that would kind of go. Yeah, let's just do that. Seems kind of big though. No, I don't know if I like it now that it looked good laying up here. Actually, maybe, see if I can find a smaller one. That's kind of cool too. No, I like this one, but it's so thick because I've doubled it over. I don't know if I want it up there. I'm going to look for a stamp to put there instead, but I want something to hold that down. Oh, I don't know if these gold ones. I had recently, I kind of like the gold, maybe this bigger one. I had recently had some gold foil, and I had ran it through my embossing machine. And after I had cut out some circles. I don't know if I like the gold because it's not gold. There. This one seems thinner here. I'm just going to do this, go around it a little bit, and add a little bit of glue just to the bottom. And then that holds that flap down. Actually, while that's going there, no, it needs to be, I think it needs to be a stamp. Let me I recently reorganized all of my stamps, and let's see, I've got my Rachel stamps here. That's what I need. That's, it's okay, but it's not great. Yeah, you know me, I'm so OCD kind of. I organized them by color and size and some of her other things back here. One of these maybe. These flower ones. There's the one that actually looks like a stamp. Let's just use that one. Just ink it up a little bit. And then I need to get the canceled postmark. Stamp and do that. Just all these little details really do make your projects and your envelopes. Come on. Usually this will help pick it up, but it's being cantankerous with me. Okay, yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to pull in my stamp that is a canceled stamp. And I like to use a gray colored ink for that. That way it's just not so bright. Although this is black here. You know what? I'm going to pull in the black. Yeah, I'm just going to do it in black instead of gray. Normally I would do it in a gray, but because there's so much black there, I think this would look good. Yeah, okay. So that is one envelope. And then let's work on the vellum envelope. That came out good. Yeah. And then that would just tuck in there like that. Okay, so that's using that sticker. Now I pulled off the sticker that was here. And pulled off the stickiness there. And let's just close this up. And we're going to decorate this one up. Shall we decorate it up with the washi tape? Let's do that. I think I went over again. Where did my paper towel go? Okay. Let's find some of this pretty washi tape and use it. Now, it is, let's see. I kind of like this thicker, because it's got a big area. Let's just put a strip of this down for one thing. Now you guys know washi tape is, at least as far as I know, it is not intended to be permanent. I know I've heard before people say, well, it doesn't stick very well. Well, I don't think it's supposed to stick real well. I think it's supposed to be temporary. I think I'm going to go like this and bring it all the way around. This is definitely not very thick washi tape. So if I go like that, I'll be able to pull it off, and I just want to make sure I have enough to come up. Yeah, probably about there. Bring in my glue page again. And let's see if I can get this. I could use some of my Beacon's 3-in-1 glue, but let's just try my glue stick here. See if I can get it to, yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Flatten out a little bit and pull it up. Boy, that's a juicy one. It's because it's summer here now, basically. In Arizona, it's hot. My air conditioner is really already running and, you know, kicking on a lot. So we'll just pull that up like that. Yeah. Except for I wanted it on the other side. Ah, rats. Well, it's going to go on this side because then I'm going to have glue stick. I wanted it down this way, but otherwise it's going to have glue stick on that other side. So, well, it definitely needs more because I don't like the look of that. What else can I put on there? I'm going to think on it a little bit and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, I've pulled in a couple of things that I think might go okay on this. It's more French book page with some gold paint around it. Oh, you know what though? If I lay that there, well, I don't think it's horrible that you see it through there. I have to debate on this. Oh, let's just go for it. Let's just see. Let's just see. You know, sometimes you make things and you never use them because your taste change or it didn't turn out exactly like you wanted, but let's just go for it. So let's just add a little bit of book page here. And then I found a butterfly that was real dimensional that I thought was pretty. I think I got these at Michael's. There's like 2 layers. You can bend up one set of the wings and then they kind of stand up. Some of them have three layers, but this one only has 2. But let's add this on top of that book page. Kind of bring in some of the green on this washi tape here. We'll go up toward the top here. Okay. And then something to kind of hold this down. This washi tape has really kind of wrinkled in there with the vellum. That's interesting. It's given it really nice texture, actually. Okay, there needs to be something here. I go back to my circles to hold it down. What I could do, I wonder, let's try something. Let's take the different, no, I was going to maybe put some washi tape in together and punch it out in a circle, but no, I don't like that. What about this? I could punch out a couple of circles with this paper, since it's just sitting over here. And then we will have those as to help hold that flap down. And they will be pretty on the opposite side too. Yeah. Okay. Let's put some of these together. If you double them up a little bit, it gives them strength. So it holds that flap down well. Like 3 or so. Okay. And then we'll stick that down. Just a little bit of glue on the edge, the bottom edge. And then I will need to make some things to go in these envelopes. So anyway, so those are my 2 makes with the things that that company sent me as a freebie. I made 2 envelopes, one with the pet tape. I do like the pet tape. I think it's a good quality and it looks good and it's not real shiny. I like that. Now I really love the gilding on the washi tape. It's very pretty. I love that it comes in different widths. There were 16 different washi tapes in that little box, so I think that's a good deal. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys again soon. Thanks, and bye-bye.